Okay. Hi guys, I think I'm live now. Yeah, cool. So please do like the stream. Let us target 100 plus likes before the stream ends. Today we'll be looking at arithmetic marathon. This will be for around 2 hours. And the questions will be on the easy to medium side. I would actually say that many of these questions will be very relevant for CAT. They might not be as difficult as CAT. So the questions will be easier than CAT. Having said that, I would actually say that somebody who is watching this will definitely benefit a lot because the questions that are asked in CAT are going to be similar but slightly difficult. So if you are able to solve this, I would say that you are definitely on the right track in your preparation to CAT. That is basically the essential crux of this session, where I wanted to give questions which are easier than CAT but are definitely relevant to CAT. So yeah, let me just look at the chat and after that we'll start the session. Yeah, good evening Umang, good evening Kushor, good evening Tanushree, good evening to all of you. Let us start the session. We'll start off with one of the first things I would wanted to tell you is if you are preparing for CAT, one of the important things is the formulas that are needed to prepare for CAT. We have compiled a very good list of all the important formulas for CAT. You can just Google search this particular string, just Google search Cracku CAT formulas PDF. You'll get a quant formula book which will look something like this. It is a PDF. This has been downloaded by 2.6 lakhs people. So it's a very useful PDF. What I would tell you is every day maybe go through 2 or 3 pages from that PDF, try to understand the formulas, and before you sleep or have a fixed time, it won't take you a lot of time and it will be a very good way in which you can revise your formulas. So I would say definitely do download this PDF. It will be very useful for you, and don't just download, regularly use it. I think that will be very helpful for you in the long term. Okay guys, this is the first question. It's a pretty easy question. In ratios, try to get it done. Good evening Victor, good evening Vedantika and Supraja. Okay, good evening Sumitra, hi, good afternoon. If you get the answer, you can put it in the chat. Okay, let us start the explanation, guys. So in this question, we are told that Kavya secured 19 marks more than Nikhila. So let us assume that the marks secured by Kavya is K and marks secured by Nikhila is N. Just 1 minute, guys. Now what we know is that k is equal to n plus 90. Now Kavya secured 55%, 55.55% of the marks secured by both of them. What does this mean? What is 55.55 percentage? This is equal to 0.5555. This is equal to 5 by 9. So what we are told is that the mark secured by Kavya, which is k, is equal to 5 by 9 times the mark secured by both of them. What is the mark secured by both of them? The mark secured by both of them will be k plus n. Or you can multiply both sides with 9. 9k is equal to 5 times k plus n. This is equal to 5k plus 5n. This is equal to 9k. Or the value of 4k is equal to 5n. Or the value of n is equal to 4 by 5k. Here we know that k is equal to n plus 19. So k is equal to 4 by 5k plus 19. What is k minus 4 by 5k? That will be k by 5. So k by 5 is equal to 19, or k is equal to 19 into 5, which is equal to 95 marks. This is the mark secured by Kavya. We are asked to calculate the mark secured by Nikhila. The mark secured by Nikhila will be 4 by 5 times the mark secured by Kavya. So n is equal to 4 by 5 into 95. This is 19. This is equal to 76. So the mark secured by Nikhila will be option D, which is equal to 76. Let us look at the next question. If you want a shout out of getting the question correct, please do answer in the chat the correct answer. We have close to 50 people who are watching the stream. Please like the stream, guys. The people who got the last question correct are Akash, Bhavani, Ganesh, Victor Emmanuel, and Vedantika. Well done. Okay guys, last 10 seconds. Post your answers in the chat so that I can give a shout out after the explanation is done. Okay. In this question, what we are told is that in a series of 6 consecutive natural numbers, the average of the first 4 numbers is x. What is the average of all the 6 numbers? Here we are looking at 6 consecutive natural numbers. So let the natural numbers be n, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, n plus 4, and n plus 5. These are the 6 consecutive natural numbers. What are we told? We are told that the average of the first 4 numbers is x. What is the sum of the first 4 numbers? These are the first 4 numbers. What is their sum? their sum if you are calculating will be n plus 1 plus n plus 2 plus n plus 3, which is equal to 4n plus 6. This is the sum of the first four numbers. What is their average? The average is 4n plus 6 divided by 4, because there are four such numbers. This will be equal to n plus 6 by 4. What is 6 by 4? 6 by 4 is 1.5. So n plus 1.5 is the average of the first four numbers. This we are told is equal to x. Now what is the sum of all the six numbers? Sum of six numbers will be equal to n plus 1 plus n plus 2 plus n plus 3 plus n plus 4 plus n plus 5. That will be equal to 6n plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 15. And how many numbers are there? There are six numbers. So what is their average? So their average will be equal to 6n plus 15 divided by 6. What is 6n plus 15 divided by 6? This is equal to n plus 2.5. Now what we know is that n plus 1.5 is x. So what is n plus 2.5? If n plus 1.5 is x, n plus 2.5 will be equal to x plus 1. Therefore, the answer for this question is option B. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got it correct. The people who got this correct are Vedantika, Pavitra, Electropath, Manoj, Supraja, Ankul Pratap Singh, Akash, and CEO. Let us go to the next question. Guys, please do like the stream. I want to get to 100 likes before the stream ends. Okay. This also is an interesting question. Harsh Pandey, sir, can you please let me take screenshot of the screen? You can take it, man, or you can just go. No, this is on YouTube. You can go back and again take the screenshot. One thing I would tell you in these kind of questions is the ratio of profits is dependent on investment into the time of investment. Size of investment into time of investment is basically the proportion. So for both A and B, the time of investment is given and the value of investment is given. You multiply both of them and you'll get the ratio. Okay, time is up, guys. Let us try to solve this. In this question, we are told that there are two people, A and D. They start a business with an investment of 28,000 and 42,000. A invests for 8 months, B invests for 1 year. The total profit at the end of the year is 21,125. What is the share of B? So if you are looking at A and B, what is the capital that they invested? By capital I mean the money that they invested. A invested 28,000 and B invested 42,000. What is the time period of investment? How much time did A invest for? A invested it for 8 months and B invested it for 12 months, that is 1 year. So, if you are calculating the proportion of their investment, like I mentioned, the proportion of their investment is basically money that they invested, that is capital, into the time for which they invested. So, this investment is 28,000 into 8 for A, and for B it is 42,000 into 12. So the ratio of the investment of A by the investment of B is 28,000 into 8 divided by 42,000 into 12. This is 2, this is 3, this is 2, this is 3, which is equal to 4 by 9. Or the investment of A is equal to 4 by 9 times the investment of B. That is the ratio of their investment. So the ratio of profits will also be in the same ratio of their investment. So profit of A is equal to 4 by 9 into profit of B. Now profit of A plus profit of B is the total profit that is given to us, that is equal to 21,125. Profit of A is 4 by 9 times the profit of B. So 4 by 9 into profit of B plus profit of B is equal to 21,125. What is the sum of both of them? 4 by 9 plus 1 is 13 by 9. So 13 by 9 into profit of B is equal to 21,125. Or the profit of B is 21,125 divided by 13 into 9. This is 1, 81 is 6, 32 is 2, 65 is 5. This is 1625 into 9. This is 16250 minus 1625. This is 25. This is 6. So this will equal 14625. That is the profit share of B, which is option A. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got it correct before going to the next question. Arpita, CEO, Akash, Supraja, Ankul, Karan, Vedantika, Aparna, Umang Srivatsav, Sumit, Electropath and Bhavani Shankar. Good man, let us go to the next one. Okay, this is the next question. This I think is a slightly easy question. Try to solve it, guys. We have 40 likes and 50 people watching. Please like the stream, guys. I want to get to 100 plus likes before the stream ends. We got 40 likes, we just need another 60 likes. Kashyap is saying, sir, we are not considering time value of money, the earlier amount can interest rate. That is true, but in this kind of investment type questions, we don't consider the time value of money as far as CAT is concerned. Okay, let us try to solve this question, guys. The incomes of A and B are in the ratio of 19:25 and the expenditures are in the ratio of 3:4. If each saves 234 rupees, what is the expenditure of A? So we have A and B. Now the incomes are in the ratio of 19:25. So the income of A we can assume is 19I and that of B is 25I. These are the incomes. The expenditures are in the ratio of 3:4. So if the expenditure of A is 3E, the expenditure of B is 4E. Now the savings is income minus expenditure. So savings will be 19I minus 3E. This is the saving of A. And the saving of B is 25I minus 4E. We are told that both of them are equal to 234. So this is equal to 234. Similarly, 25I minus 4E, this also is equal to 234. We are required to calculate the expenditure of A. So we are essentially required to calculate 3E. Now one thing you should notice is that both of them are equal to 234. That is 19I minus 3E is equal to 25I minus 4E. If you bring 4E to the other side, minus 4E becomes plus 4E. So 4E minus 3E is equal to, this is 25I and you're bringing 19I to the other side. Here it is plus 19I, so this becomes minus 19I. So E is equal to 6I. Now if you are looking at any one of the two equations, if you are looking at this equation for example, 19I minus 3E is equal to 234. But E is equal to I. So 19I minus 3E becomes equal to 19I minus 18I is equal to 234, or the value of I is equal to 234. The value of I is 234. What are we required to calculate? We are required to calculate the expenditure of A. That is, we are required to calculate 3E. E is equal to 6I. So we are required to calculate 18I. The value of I we calculated is 234. So the required answer is 234 into 18. You can calculate what is 234 into 18. This is 2, 3, 24, 7, 2, 1, 8, and this is 2, 3, 4, 0. This 2, 1, 2, 4. So this is 4212, which is option C. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. CEO Arpita, Electropath, Karan, Supraja, Ankul Pratap Singh, Bhavani Shankar, Aparna Nair, Vedantika, Akash, Pavitra, and Shraval. Okay, guys. One interesting feature that we added recently is the Cracku cat profile evaluator. We have used AI to actually build this tool. I would say this is actually a pretty good tool. We also got a lot of RTIs published so that we have the criteria of selection of the top 40 MBA institutes in the country. Using both of them, we have built this tool, and I'm actually very proud of the way this tool is actually working. Many people actually use it on a day-to-day basis. You have to just enter your name, your gender, your all of these things, and we will get the AI, that evaluator, to actually evaluate your profile. It will also give you what is the percentile that you would need to get a shortlist from all of the top 40 institutes. Definitely do check it out. I think it will help you quite a lot. Let us now look at the next question. Guys, we have 56 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream. We have only 46 likes. The more you like the stream, the more motivation we'll have to conduct this kind of sessions on a regular basis. So please do like it, because it will mean a lot to us. In this question, we are told that one of the two inlet pipes works twice as efficiently as the other. So if you're looking at the inlet pipe 1 and inlet pipe 2, one of them is working twice as efficiently as the other. So let us assume that in 1 hour, this fills 2 liters and this fills A liters. They're working alongside a drain pipe that can empty a cistern entirely by itself in 8 hours. So we have a drain pipe. Let us assume that the drain pipe empties minus V liters every hour. The drain pipe itself can empty this tank in 8 hours. So volume of tank, or volume of that cistern, is equal to 8V. Now this can fill an empty cistern if all three of them are open in 8 hours. So if all three of them are open, the amount of water that is filled in an hour is 2A plus A minus V. So 3A minus V is the amount of water that is filled when all three of them are open in 1 hour. So in 8 hours, the total amount that is filled is 3A minus V into 8. This is equal to the volume of the cistern, which is 8V. Or 3A minus V is equal to V, or 3A is equal to 2V, or the value of A is 2 by 3 into V. So the amount of water that is filled by the smaller pipe is 2V by 3, the amount of water filled by the larger pipe is twice that, which will be 4V by 3. What we are required to calculate is how many hours does the less efficient inlet pipe take to fill the empty cistern. This is the less efficient pipe. So the time it takes is the volume of the cistern, which is 8V. This is the volume of the cistern. You divide it by the efficiency of the pipe, which is 2V by 3. So this will be equal to 8 into 3 by 2. This is 4, which is equal to 12 hours. So the answer for this question is option A, which is 12 hours. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got it correct before going to the next question. Supraja, Electropath, Ritu Panwar, Anil Patel, Arpita, Vedantika, Jenish Rawal and Bhavani Shankar. Suprabha is saying, are these questions to be attempted once we have covered the foundation advanced classes of course, or can I do it now? I would say try to do it now. Even if you are not understanding it, I think it will definitely benefit you somewhat. So don't wait for something to happen. This will be a useful course, especially for people who are just starting their CAT preparation. So I would say definitely do check it out. Okay, time is up guys. Let us try to solve this question. In this question we are told that 3 men or 5 women can do a work in 12 days. So this would mean that 3 men can do a work in 5 days. So one man can do this work in 15 days. If 3 men are taking 5 days to finish a job, one man can do the job in 15 days. Similarly, 5 women can do it in 12 days. So one woman can do the job in 25 days. One man can do the job in 15 days, one woman can do the job in 25 days. Let us assume that the total work that needs to be done, 5 women can do the job in 12 days. So if 5 women can do the job in 12 days, 1 woman can do the job in 60 days. Three men will take 5 days, so 1 man takes 15 days. 5 women will take 12 days. I'll start afresh. I think I completely messed up. Okay. So in this question, we are told that 3 men or 5 women can do the work in 12 days. So 3 men can do the job in 12 days. Similarly, 5 women can do the job in 12 days. This is the information that is given. So one man, if 3 men are doing the job in 12 days, one man can do it in 36 days. If 5 women are doing the job in 12 days, one woman can do the job in 60 days. One man does the job in 36 days, one woman does the job in 60 days. So let us assume that the work that needs to be done is the LCM, that is the least common multiple of 36 and 60. We can assume the work to be done to be any number. If you assume it to be a multiple of 36 and 60, many of the fractions won't come, so the calculations will become slightly easier, which is equal to 180 units. One man takes 36 days to do 180 units of work. So the amount of work done in one day by one man will be 180 divided by 36, which is 5 units. And the amount of work done in one day by one woman will be 180 divided by 60, which is 3 units. Now we have 6 men and 5 women. They have to finish the work. If there are 6 men and 5 women, what is the total work that they will do? It will be 6 into 5, which is 30, plus 5 into 3, which is 15. If one man does 5 units in a day, 6 men will do 30 units in a day. If one woman does 3 units in a day, 5 women will do 15 units in a day. So the total work done by this group will be 45 units in a day. The total work that needs to be done is 180 units. The work that is done per day is 45 units. Therefore, the time taken by this group to complete will be 180 divided by 45, which is equal to 4 days. So the answer for this question is option A, which is 4 days. The people who got the earlier question correct, I didn't give shout out, I'll give it to them now. Jenish Raval, Karan, Ritu Panwar, Electropath, Ganesh, Shravya, Gayatri and Vedantika. Okay guys, the time is up. Let us try to solve this. 2 persons working 2 hours a day assemble 2 machines in 2 days. So there are 2 people. They are working 2 hours every day and they assemble for 2 days. So what is the total hours that these guys have worked, total man hours that they worked? There are 2 people, they're working 2 hours a day for 2 days. So the total hours that were worked is equal to 8 hours, which is 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8 hours. And how many machines were done? They were able to assemble 2 machines. So in this time, 2 machines were assembled. So the time taken to assemble one machine will be 4 hours. This is the time taken to assemble one machine. Now we have a new situation. We have 6 persons. They are working 6 hours a day and they work for 6 days. So what is the total hours that they work? Total hours that they worked is 6 into 6 into 6, which is equal to 216 hours. So they work for 216 hours. Every machine takes 4 hours to build. Therefore, the number of machines built will be 216 divided by 4, which is equal to 54. So the number of machines built is 54, which is equal to option D. Let us look at the next question. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct. And then I'll go to the next question. Anil Patel, Panisher, Karan, Ritu Panwar, Arpita, CEO, Electropath, Bhavani Shankar, Shravya, Yashika, Jenish, Vedantika, Ganesh and Gayatri. Let us try to solve the next question, guys. Guys who just joined, please like the stream. I want to get to 100 likes before the stream ends. We got 50 likes, we just need another 50 likes. Okay. In this question, we are told that A is thrice as good a workman as B and is therefore able to finish a piece of work in 60 days less than B. How much time will they both take to finish together? So A does, let us assume that B does X units per day. A is thrice as efficient. So A does 3x units per day. What we are told is that A takes 60 days lesser than B to finish the job. So if you assume that the total work that needs to be done is say T units, the time taken by A is T by 3x. The time taken by B is T by x. Now B takes 60 days more than A to finish the job. So T divided by 3x plus 60 is equal to T by x, or 60 is equal to T by x minus T by 3x, which is equal to 2T by 3x. This is equal to 60. Or the value of T by x is equal to 60 into 3 by 2, which is equal to 90. Or the value of T, which is the total work that needs to be done, is 90x. Now what are we required to calculate? We are required to calculate how much time will they both take to finish the job together. If both of them are working together, B does x units in a day, A does 3x units in a day. If both of them are working together, they do 4x units per day. The total work that needs to be done is 90x. So the time needed, if they are working together, is 90x divided by 4x, which is equal to 45 by 2, which is equal to 22 1 by 2 days. So they will take 22.5 days. So the answer for this question is option B. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question, guys. Okay. Anil Patel, Electropath, Shravya, Ritu Panwar, Gayatri, Yashika, Arpita, CEO, Jenny Shraval, and Vedantika. Okay, guys, we have a batch which I think is starting on Monday. If you are interested in the CAT 2026 course by Cracku, please find out all the details on this page. You have to just Google search Cracku CAT 2026 course. Once you Google search it, the first page that you get will be which will contain all the details about our CAT 2026 course. We have weekly revision classes. We have daily live classes. In the daily live classes, I take classes on Monday. Siley takes classes on Thursdays. And on the remaining days, we have excellent faculty who take the classes. In addition to it, the entire syllabus is completely covered in concept videos. All the concept videos are either recorded by Siley or by me. You will get access to the daily targets. All the solutions for the daily targets are recorded by me. You will also get access to the dash cats. There are, I think, around 20 dash cats and some head start mocks and many sectionals. You will also get access to the study room. All of this, I think, is a fantastic course. If you have any doubts with respect to it, you can either call us on our support number. This is our support number. Or you can just Google search Cracku CAT 2026 course. You will get all the details. Let us go to the next question, guys. Suprabhav Garg is saying, sir, do the words as fast as or as efficient as good as mentioned here, do all of them mean the same and can be calculated using the quick method you explained here? Yeah, all of them I think mean the same. As efficient as fast as good as, yeah. I think all of them mean the exact same thing. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. A and B together can complete a work in 30 days. They started together, but after 6 days, A left the work and the remaining work was completed by B in 36 more days. A alone can complete the entire work in how many days? Let us assume that work done in 1 day by A is A units and by B is B units. This is the work done by each one of them in 1 day. So both of them together will do A plus B units. Now what we are told is they finish the job if they are working together in 30 days. So total work that needs to be done is 30 into A plus B. Because if both of them are working together, they can finish A plus B units in 1 day. They take 30 days to finish the job. So total work that needs to be done is 30 times A plus B. Now we are given another scenario. We are told that both of them start working together. They work together for 6 days. That is A works and B works. So when both of them are working, again they do A plus B units of work in a day. After that A leaves. And B finishes the remaining job after 36 more days. So B takes another 36 days. But for these 36 days, B is working alone. So now what is the total work that is done? The total work that is done is, for the first 6 days, it is 6 into A plus B and B does 36B. This is the total work that is done. This has to equal 30 times A plus B. This is the total work that needs to be done, which is 30 times A plus B. Solving this equation will give us a understanding of what is the relationship between A and B. This is 6 times A plus B, this is 30 times A plus B. If you subtract 6 times A plus B from 30 times A plus B, we are going to get 24 times A plus B. This will be equal to 36B. You divide both sides with 12, this is 2 and this is 3. So 3B is equal to 2A plus 2B. Or the value of B is equal to 2A. So the amount of work done by B in 1 day is twice the amount of work done by A in 1 day. What are we required to calculate? We are required to calculate how many days A alone will take to finish the job. So what is the total work that needs to be done? It is 30 times A plus B. This is the total work that needs to be done. B itself is 2A. So this is 30 times A plus 2A, which is equal to 90A. This is the total work that needs to be done. If A alone is doing it, he will divide it by A. So the work will be finished in 90 days if A alone is working on the job. So the answer is option B, which is 90 days. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Panishar, Yashika, Vedantika, Arpita, Shravya, Karan, Tanish, Ritu, Panwar, Ganesh and Bhavani Shankar. All of these guys got the question. Okay. In this question, we are told that X alone can do a piece of work in 15 days. So X can do a piece of work in 15 days. Y alone can do the same work in 30 days. If all three of them were working, X, Y and Z, they can finish the job in just 9 days. In how many days can Z alone complete the same work? So let us assume that the total work that needs to be done is the least common multiple, that is LCM of 15, 30 and 9. We can assume this to be any number. If you assume this to be the LCM, many of the fractions will get cancelled. What is the LCM of 15, 30 and 9? This is 90 units. So let us assume that the total work that needs to be done is 90 units. X takes 15 days to finish 90 units of work. So in one day, work done by X will be 90 divided by 15, because it's taking 15 days to do 90 units of work. This is 6 units. Similarly, work done in one day by Y is 90 divided by 30, because it's taking 30 days to do 90 units of work, which is 3 units. Now if all of them are working together, X plus Y plus Z, they do 90 units of work in 9 days. So the work done will be 90 divided by 9, which is equal to 10 units. X does X units of work, Y does 3 units of work, X plus Y plus Z is 10 units. So the work done by Z will be 10 minus 6 minus 3, which is 1 unit. The total work that needs to be done is 90 units. So the number of days Z alone will take to do the job is 90 units divided by 1, which is 90 days. So the answer for this particular question is option A, which is 90 days. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. It is Punisher, Karan, Ritu Panwar, Gayatri, Arpita, CEO, Aparna Nair, Electropath, Vedantika, Tanish, Shravya, Jenny Shraval, Yashika, Subitra, Smita, Suprajan, Bhavani Shankar. Well done, guys. Let us look at this question. This I think is a very easy question. Try to solve it. I think I gave only 1 minute for this because this is a very straightforward question. This is a very simple, straightforward question. I just gave it in the middle. Now, there is a car which covers 35 kilometers of its journey in 45 minutes and it covers the remaining 69 kilometers in 75 minutes. What is the average speed of the car? What is the total distance traveled by the car? The total distance traveled by the car is 35 plus 69, which is equal to 104 kilometers. What is the total time taken? The total time taken is 45 minutes plus 75 minutes. Which is equal to 120 minutes. 120 minutes is 2 hours. So the total time taken is 2 hours. Total distance traveled is 104 kilometers. So the speed or the average speed will be equal to 104 divided by 2, which is equal to 52 kilometers per hour. So the answer for this question is option C, which is 52 kilometers per hour. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Yeshika, Electropath, Gayatri, Karan, Punisher, Vedantika, Arpita, Aparna, Ritupanvar, Arno Bhattacharya, Mohita, Ganesh, Jenish Raval, Rajni, Smita, Kashyap, Bhavani Shankar, Tanish, Shravya and Suprabh. Guys, please do like the stream. Let us try to hit our target of 100 likes before the stream ends. Okay, time is up, guys. Let us try to solve this question. In this question, we are told that there is a man who walks to a place at 8 kilometers per hour and he returns from that place at 6 kilometers per hour. If the total time taken by him is 3.5 hours, the total distance that he walks is. So let us assume that this is the person, he is starting from A, he goes to a point B and he comes back to A. Let the distance between A and B be d kilometers. So he is going from A to B, which is d kilometers, and he is coming back from B to A, which is another d kilometers. While going, he is walking at a pace of, it is given 8 kilometers per hour. And while coming back, he is coming back at 6 kilometers per hour. So what is the total time he takes to go from A to B? The time he takes is distance divided by speed, which is d by 8. And the time he takes from B to A is distance divided by speed, which is d by 6. This is the total time that he takes to go from A to B and back from B to A. This is equal to 3 1 by 2, which is equal to 7 by 2 hours. This would imply d by 8 plus d by 6, which is by 24. 7d by 24 is equal to 7 by 2. You can cancel both of them. The value of d will be 24 by 2, which is equal to 12 kilometers. So the distance between A to B is 12 kilometers. But the total distance that the man walked is from A to B and again back from B to A. So the total distance will be 2d, which is equal to 24 kilometers. So the answer for this question will be option C, which is 24 kilometers. Let us look at the next question, but before we go to the next question, let me give a shout out to everybody who got this correct. Jayalakshmi, Gayatri, Yashika, Jenish Rawal, Tanish Dhar, CEO, Electropath, Ritu Panwar, Yashika, Rajni, Tanish, all of these guys got it correct. Pavitra, Shravya, Ritvik, Kashyap, Smita. Sorry if I missed out on anybody's name. One thing I wanted to tell you is we have started a subreddit called I am CAT Preparation. This is a subreddit used by students of Cracku and by faculty of Cracku. Some of the moderators of this subreddit are also students of Cracku. I also actively participate in this subreddit. If you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation, how to prepare for CAT, what are the important things that are needed, you can always post it on this. I am actually going to do a lot of Ask Me Anythings also on this particular subreddit. So definitely do check it out. And if you want, you can please do join it. I'm sure it will be very useful for you. Okay, in this question we are told that there is a train X which is running at 84 kilometers per hour. It crosses another train Y which is going at 52 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction in 12 seconds. If the length of Y is 2/3 that of X, what is the length of X? So here we have two trains. This is train X, this is going like this, and this is train Y. This is X and this is Y. The length of Y is given to be 2/3 of X. So if you assume that the length of X is X meters, the length of Y will be 2/3 of that, which is 2x by 3 meters. What is the speed of X? X is 84 kilometers per hour. and y is 52 kilometers per hour. So the relative speed of both of them, that is the pace at which they are coming towards each other because they are going in the opposite directions, is 84 plus 52, which is equal to 136 kilometers per hour. This is the relative speed at which they are moving, and the time they take is 12 seconds. So the lengths of both of them, that is the length of x plus the length of y, which is x plus 2x by 3, is equal to the relative speed into the time taken. But this speed is given in kilometers per hour. We know that if you want to convert kilometers per hour into meter per second, you have to multiply it with 5 by 18. So this is 136 into 5 by 18. This is not a multiple of 3. This is equal to 68, and this is 9. This is 340 by 9 meter per second. So the sum of both of their lengths is their relative speed, which is 340 by 9, into the time taken by them to cross each other. This is 4 and this is 3. That is 5x by 3 is equal to 340 into 4 by 3. Or the value of x is 340 by 5, which is 68, into 4. This is equal to 272 meters. So the length of x is option C, which is 272 meters. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Gayatri, Electropath, Aparna Nair, Mohit, Ritu Panwar, Suprabh, Vedantika, Rosh, Bhavani Shankar, Tushar, CEO, and Kashyap Velampalli. Kashyap Velampalli is asking, sir, can we have one-to-one mentorship with you? The mentors that we have on Cracku are actually very good mentors. We put a lot of effort to hire very good mentors for you. So I would recommend, if you are a complete Cracku student, definitely do book a slot on the Cracku site to have a one-to-one mentorship. On the other hand, if you are in Hyderabad, you can always drop by the office of Cracku. If I am in office, I always meet students, so there is no problem with that also. Okay, this is an easy question. In this question, there is a boat which is running downstream and covers a distance of 16 kilometers in 2 hours, while it covers the same distance upstream in 4 hours. What is the speed of the boat in still water? So in downstream, the boat covers 16 kilometers in 2 hours. So the speed downstream is 8 kilometers per hour. Upstream, it covers 16 kilometers in 4 hours. Therefore, the speed is equal to 4 kilometers per hour. Now assume that boat speed is B in still water and speed of the stream is S. So the speed of the boat downstream will be B plus S and speed of the boat upstream is equal to B minus S. So B minus S is 4 kilometers per hour, B plus S is 8 kilometers per hour. So B plus S is equal to 8, B minus S is equal to 4. You add both of them, you are going to get 2B is equal to 12, or the value of B is equal to 6 kilometers per hour. This is the speed of the boat in still water. So the answer for this question is option D. Let me quickly give a shout out again to the people who got this correct before going to the next question. Tanish, Yashika, Rosh Singh, Ritu Panwar, Satish Samrat, Gayatri, Panisher, I am Dash, CEO, Vedantika, Ganesh, Tushar, Smita, Bhavani Shankar and Ashutosh. This I would say is a slightly tough question. Try to solve it, guys. Not very tough, but slightly calculation intensive. Please like the stream, guys. I want to get to 100 likes before the stream ends. So if you are liking the stream, please do like it. It will mean a lot to us. Okay, let us try to solve this question. There are two athletes, Sukrita and Saloni. Sukrita covers 1 minute in 1 kilometer in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So Sukruti, covers 1 kilometer in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. This is 5 by 6 minutes, which is equal to 35 by 6 minutes. In 35 by 6 minutes, she covers 1 kilometer. What about the other one, which is Saloni? Saloni covers the same distance in 6 minutes and 4 seconds. This is 6 1 by 15 minutes. That is, Saloni covers 1 kilometer in 91 by 5 minutes. Sukriti covers 1 minute in 35 by 6 minutes. Saloni covers it in 91 by 5 minutes. 91 by 15 minutes, sorry. Now, both of them run a 5-kilometer mini marathon. Sukriti will cover a kilometer in 5 minutes odd. Saloni covers it in over 6 minutes. So, Sukriti wins. That we know. We need to calculate by what distance does Sukriti win it. So, Sukriti will cover 1 kilometer in 35 by 6 minutes. So, she covers 5 kilometers in 35 by 6 into 5, which is equal to 175 by 6 minutes. In this much time, Sukriti will cover 5 kilometers. In that much time, how much distance does Saloni complete? Saloni completes 1 kilometer in 91 by 15 minutes. So, in 1 minute, she covers 15 by 91 kilometers. So, in that much time, that is in 175 by 6 minutes, the total distance that she will cover will be 15 by 91 into 175 by 6 kilometers. We can simplify it. This will be 13, this will be 25, this will be 5, and this will be 2. So, the distance she will cover is 125 by 26 kilometers. This is the distance that Saloni completes. The race is for 5 kilometers. So, Sukriti covered 5 kilometers, Saloni covered 125 by 26 kilometers. So, Sukriti won by 5 minus 125 by 26, which is equal to 26 into 5 is 130. This is 5 by 26 kilometers. 5 by 26 kilometers is approximately 0.2 kilometers, which is equal to 200 meters. So, the answer for this question is option B, which is approximately 200 meters. Let me again quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct before going to the next one. Electropath, Yashika, Ritupanwar, Ganesh, Aparna, CEO, and Bhavani Shankar. Let us go to the next question, guys. Yes, Kashyap, you are right. I think it will be approximately 193 minutes. Okay guys, let us try to answer this question. In this question we are told that Anand traveled 300 kilometers by train and 200 kilometers by taxi. Let the speed of the train be S1 kilometers per hour and let the speed of the taxi be S2 kilometers per hour. Now if he is traveling 300 kilometers by train and 200 kilometers by taxi, it is taking him 5 hours and 30 minutes. 5 hours and 30 minutes is 1 by 2 hours, which is equal to 11 by 2 hours. Now 300 kilometers by train at a speed of S1 kilometers per hour, the time it takes is 300 by S1. 200 kilometers by taxi, the speed of the taxi is S2 kilometers per hour. So the time it takes is 200 by S2. So 300 by S1 plus 200 by S2 is equal to 11 by 2 hours. This is one equation. We can multiply both sides with 2 so that the fraction will not remain. So 600 by S1 plus 400 by S2 is equal to 11. This is one equation in S1 and S2. If he had however travelled only 260 kilometers by train and 240 kilometers by taxi, then the time it would have taken him is 260 divided by S1 plus 240 divided by S2, and it would have taken him how much time? It would have taken him 6 minutes more. 6 minutes more than 5 hours and 30 minutes. So it would have taken him 5 hours and 36 minutes. What is 5 hours and 36 minutes? It is 36 by 60 hours, which is equal to 3 by 5 hours. This is equal to 28 by 5 hours. So this will be equal to 28 by 5. Again, let us multiply both sides with 5 to avoid the fraction. So this will be 1300 divided by S1 plus 1200 divided by S2 is equal to 28. This is the second equation. This is the first equation. We are required to calculate the value of S1 and S2. So we can multiply this equation with 3. So we are going to get 1800 by S1 plus 1200 by S2 is equal to 33. Now if you subtract one equation from the other, we are going to get 500 by S1 is equal to 5, or the value of S1 is 100 kilometers per hour. From this we can calculate that 600 by S1 is 6 plus 400 by S2 is equal to 11, or 400 by S2 is equal to 5. So the value of S2 is equal to 80 kilometers per hour. This is the value. So the speed of the train is 100 kilometers per hour, speed of the taxi is 80 kilometers per hour. We are asked to calculate the speed of the train, which will be option A, which is 100 kilometers per hour. Let me quickly give a shout out to the people who got this correct, and then we'll go to the next question. Electropath, Gayatri, Rosh Singh, Suprabh, Ritu Panwar and Bhavani Shankar. I also wanted to tell you about two very important pages on our Cracku website, which are used by lakhs of students. You have a list of very nice questions that we made for CAT. These are questions which are completely free. You have to just Google search Cracku CAT questions. You'll go to this kind of a page. You can click on those pages to go to those particular questions. You can also check out the free study material that is there on Cracku. You have to just Google search Cracku CAT study material. Once you Google search it, you'll go to this kind of a page. From here, you can download the CAT formula PDF that we discussed earlier. You can go to the previous papers. You can go to the preparation books. You can look at the revision videos, the score calculator, sectional tests, and the CAT questions that is actually there in this particular page. So definitely do check out both of them. You have to just Google search Cracku CAT questions, or you have to just Google search Cracku CAT study material. Both of them will give you very good resources completely for free. Thanks. Now we are looking at interest. Okay. In this question, we are told that a sum of money becomes 13,380 after 3 years and 20,070 after 6 years in compound interest. Find the sum. Now, in compound interest, we know that the amount becomes principal into 1 plus rate of interest whole to the power n. Rate of interest should be expressed in a percentage. So, in this particular case, we have two equations. It becomes 13,380 after 3 years. So, if you assume that the principal is P, 13,380 is equal to P into 1 plus R whole cube. Similarly, it becomes 20,070 after 6 years. So, this will be 20,070 is equal to P into 1 plus R whole to the power 6. Now, you divide one equation by the other. You are going to get 20,007 divided by 1338 is equal to 1 plus R whole cube. We can simplify this, both of them are multiples of 3. So, this becomes equal to 600, then we have 20 and 69 divided by 1338 is 4 and 4, 6. Now you can again divide this with 223, so this is 3 by 2. So 1 plus R whole cube is just simply equal to 3 by 2. So we can substitute it over here. P into 3 by 2 is equal to 13380, or the value of P is equal to 2 by 3 into 13380. This is 400 and 4460. So the value of P is 8920. This is the principal amount, which is 8,920, which is option D. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Gayatri, Electropath, Bhavani Shankar, Yashika, Ritupanwar, Shreyas and Shravya. Guys, we have the last two questions. Please do like the stream. Let us try to go close to 100 likes before the stream ends. We need 25 more likes, guys. In this question, we are told that the simple interest accrued on a sum of a certain principal in 8 years at the rate of 13% per year is 6,500. So if you assume that the simple interest rate is R%, the total interest over 8 years will be 8 PR is equal to 6,500. We are given the rate of interest, it is 13%. So we can calculate the value of P. So 8 into P into 13 by 100 is equal to 6,500. This is 50. So P is, this is 500, sorry. So P will be equal to 50,000 divided by 8, which is equal to 6,250. Now what would be the compound interest accrued on that principal at a rate of 8% in 2 years? So we know the formula for amount and compound interest. This is P into 1 plus R whole square, whole to the power T. So basically this is the amount, the compound interest will be A minus P. In this question, what will the amount be? The amount will be the principal, which is 6,250 into 8% for 2 years. So this is into 1.08 into 1.08. Now 1.08, when you express it as a fraction, is 27 by 25. So this is 6250 into 27 by 25 into 27 by 25. 25 into 25 is 625, you add a 10. So this is 27 into 27 whole square into 10. So the amount at the end of 2 years is 7,290. The principal is 6,250. So the interest that is accrued is the difference between these two, which is 1040, which is 1040, which is option A. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the last question for today. Yashika, Gayatri, Ritu Panwar, Vedantika, Aparna, Shreyas, Electropath and Bhavani Shankar. In this question, it is told that the difference between compound and simple interest on a certain sum of money for 3 years is 2% per annum is 604. Then what is the sum? Let us assume that the sum is P. The rate of interest is 2%. We'll assume that this is R for some time and then we'll substitute the value of R to be 2%. Now what is the simple interest for 3 years? Simple interest will be 3PR. What is the amount in compound interest for 3 years? It will be P into 1 plus R whole cube. Therefore, the compound interest for 3 years, which is equal to amount minus principal, will be P into 1 plus R whole cube minus P. So the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest will be P into 1 plus R whole cube minus P minus 3PR. You can simplify it because P into 1 plus R whole cube is P into 1 plus 3PR plus 3PR square plus R cube minus P minus 3PR. So you can cancel one P here and here. You can cancel a 3PR here. So basically this is 3R square. This is 3R. P is outside, so let us not just get confused. So the difference is 3PR square plus R cube. Basically this will be P into 3R square plus R cube. This we are told is how much? This we are told is equal to 604. The rate of interest is 2%. So this would imply that P into 2 by 100, we are taking R square common, into 2 by 100 into 3 plus 2 by 100 is equal to 604. This is P into, this is 1 by 2500 because this is 1 by 50 into 1 by 50 into 302 by 100 is equal to 604. This is 2 times. So the value of P is equal to 5000 into 100, which is 5 lakhs. This is the principal, which is option A. Let me quickly give a shout out to the people who got it correct. Please do let me know what is your highest streak in Cracku CAT daily target. The people who got the last question correct are Shravya, CEO, Shreyas, Satish, Yashiga, Ritu Panwar, Electropath, Gayatri, Aparna Nair, Smita and Bhavani Shankar. Guys, one last thing I would tell you is definitely take the Cracku CAT daily targets on a regular basis. They will help you improve consistency. Every time I talk to the CAT aspirants who have done well, after the CAT examination is over, I always interview them and nearly every one of them tells me that they were very regular with the CAT daily target. This is one habit that is going to help you quite a lot in your preparation for CAT. Definitely take it seriously and definitely ensure that, because it doesn't take you too much time every day. It will take you not more than half an hour. Put in that effort, you will really appreciate yourself on the day of the examination. So Cracku CAT daily targets, they are going to be very important for you in having a discipline and a schedule to prepare for CAT. Definitely do check them out. Thanks guys. If you have any doubts, you can ask us in the chat, in the comments. I will look at the chat and I'll try to reply back after the session is over.